sun's suddenly gone in. Ultra. I've taken this video before of up at the Cwm Nantcol, and this is only a walk of about maybe 2 miles or so. Convenient parking spot. Just starting to walk, and I'm hoping to hear some cuckoos. It's 16th of May. Time of year. There's the Cwm Nantcol. Not much water in it. It has been dry for over a week. But as you can see, all the trees are now out in leaf. It's unfortunate the sun's gone in, so it was out when half an hour ago. It's part of the Ardui way. And I got this, this little tarmac lane just leads to 2 or 3 houses. Unfortunately, it has gone gloomy. It was beautiful sunshine first thing this morning, but as often the case, it doesn't last. There's the tarmac lane goes up there to an isolated farmhouse, and I branch off here and go on this rough track that leads to another house and an isolated, I presume it's a second home, but it's hidden away back there in the end of this track. Continuing along this gravel track, and that house over there is occupied. There's a car parked a bit further along. So this gravel track serves that house, and as you can see, it's a remote valley, the Cwm Nantcol, and I can hear some cuckoos about half a mile up the valley. Hawthorn trees there, just about to come out in the blossom, white blossom, May blossom. There will be another week or so. Some ducks. Unfortunately, I did disturb those cuckoos. They were just here, just about 50 yards away, but a pair of them, and they flew off. They're very shy birds, which is why they tend to come to these remote Welsh valleys. There's one just there. There's obviously several of them up here. And as you can see, just on the skyline, maybe 200 yards away, there's a boulder left over from the Ice Age perched on that little ridge there, just above that house. And there's a cuckoo right on that telegraph or power line. Oh, it's just flown off. So obviously I'm disturbing them. There's this, I presume, an isolated second home. I've never seen anyone here, but there's electricity to it. I just climbed over that gate with entrance to this property, so I'm actually trespassing, so I won't go any further. As this will be on YouTube. But, no. I'll wash washing line there. Okay, built for farm workers possibly, many years ago. A perch boulder up there on the skyline. And here's hawthorn blossom. It's starting to come out. We're about, well, close to 500 feet above sea level here, so that, no, is that a hawthorn tree? No, maybe not. That's another tree. That little cottage back there. Now that's a hawthorn tree there, but yeah, it's another week that will be out in blossom. This was probably the track that served that cottage I just left. So I'll go down there and cross, well, rather boggy stretch of land to a footbridge and then return back to the car along the road. So it's only a short walk. There's that walled track leading down from that house. And this was constructed many years ago, crossing this little brook. Descending that, well, it's a footpath, but it's a disused track, no longer used. It may be by the occasional farmer, but this is a typical example of an abandoned barn. Roof, slate roof, formerly a slate roof, disappeared, and a hawthorn tree growing up in the middle of it. Well, it might have actually been a little cottage rather than a barn. There's that marshy section I'm going to be crossing. Yeah, there's this, yeah, it was probably a cottage at one time. And now you can see quite a sizable hawthorn tree growing in the middle of it. You still see the slates, roof slates lying on the floor there. But it's obviously been abandoned for many, many years. There's an oak tree. There was a little, yeah, habitation maybe for a farm worker at one time. So down here and across that marshy section there towards the tap on Cwm Nantcol. Okay. It's pretty dry. It hasn't rained for over a week, and it has been. We've had not too warm today, but we have had 2-3 days up into the 70s. So that quickly dries out these boggy patches. Well, not quickly, but makes them a lot drier than they were. Up ahead of me is the well-known landmark hill of Mulver, nearly 2,000 feet high. It's certainly dry underfoot. There's that old barn or habitation. And here is proof that this is actually a footpath. There's a bridge that crosses this irrigation dike. This is the mighty Cwm Nantcol. It's not tumbling down the side of a mountain here, or it's virtually still water. So it does have fish in it, small fish, but maybe a somewhat larger fish now and again comes this way. Been on this walk maybe, well, half a dozen times in the last few years, and this is the driest it's been yet. And here's proof positive I am on a footpath. Signs of civilization. Successfully negotiated this marshy stretch. Now I'm coming up to this footbridge that crosses the stream. There's the Cwm Nantcol again. There's a cuckoo that's well, not too far away. Going along here, and then over a little group of houses over there on the lane, and then back to the car. And the cuckoo, it just stopped. Oh, there it is. They come up from Africa, I believe, where they winter, and they probably come back to the place where they were originally hatched. There's signs of civilization, footpath sign. There's a little group of houses. I just come up from there, crossing that footbridge, and this here is a typical, really, of the former Welsh chapel that's now, I presume, used as either a second home or a holiday cottage, but maybe it's still preserved as a chapel. Up there, 1897, can't quite read. Cwm Nantcol. Yeah, built in 1897, there's the clematis. Yeah, it's probably, I believe it's still a chapel. Yeah, I can see all the seats in there. They're not probably used anymore. Alright, I'll turn down this lane to my car, and there's a red telephone box, which are still surviving these rural areas. Continuing down this lane, there's another good view of Malfra. I think the sun is almost, well, just a very small break in the clouds that I don't think it's going to quite come out. That's an ash tree. They're supposed to be dying off. But I think they do come out. The ash trees come out in leaf in the spring. This one appears to be still alive. I'm leaving the area where there's cuckoos, but I can still hear them. And there's more from back there, and there's a typical farmhouse. And that's an ash tree again. So they may be still alive, but they're late to come out in leaf in the spring. There's some permanent residents of the valley. I decided I'm not threatening to the end of this walk. You can see the Lewin Peninsula, and the little bit of the sea there. Gloomy walk, so there won't be much colour in this video. There's my car ahead, so this walk now. This will be the end of this walk.